I resorted to camping, I ain't shit with that llama, ain't shit with that chopper. I'm camping like I'm garbage, my reflexes on pause now.
Hey yo, what it do, baby? It's your boy Dynamic, and today I'm bringing you some Black Ops 2 commentary, and what I'm gonna talk about is death. Death is the truth that we all choose to ignore. And honestly, most people wake up every day and look in front of the mirror before brushing their teeth and think, I wonder if I will get that promotion at work, or will the girl that I've been thinking about for the last year finally know I exist, or something like that. But I'm one of the crazy pessimistic people that stands in front of the mirror looking at my ever so getting older face and thinks, I wonder if I will fucking die today. And we all know it's going to happen, right? We all ignore it. We manage to place that very real truth in a hidden place and ignore it for some time. But in the end, it all bubbles up. And the odd thing is that the geniuses who manage to figure it all out are looked at as some sort of subspecies of us humans. And you guys know who I'm talking about. That's right, the fucking crazies, man. The crazy motherflackers. You have your hypochondriac thinking her heart will just explode at any given moment, which kind of sounds like me, to be honest. Then you have the anxiety-riddled fat guy with glasses who experiences temporary periods of time where he or she has a shortness of breath, which kind of also sounds like me, to be honest. Actually, this commentary is not making me look good at all, to be honest. But, man, don't you guys just wish you could forget death? I wish I could forget death, and it kind of makes me think, you know? It kind of makes you think. I'll tell you what, though. There are billions of people that have been able to get over the fact that we, as biological species or whatever, made out of meat, basically. We're made out of meat. So anyways, billions of us have been able to forget that we're going to die, right? So that you and me will someday die. And you know who those people are that have been able to forget? Billions upon billions of people have been able to forget that they're going to die. And you know who those people are? Those people are dead people. Yup. The only people that can forget that they're going to die is dead people. Who else is going to forget? Are you going to have insomnia? Not insomnia. What is it? Amnesia. Yeah, amnesia. That's the word I'm looking for. Wow, I had temporary amnesia when I was thinking about insomnia. What the fuck? Anyway, so these people, right? Dead people are the only ones that can forget they're going to die because they're dead. And I guess in that aspect, it's good to be dead, you know? It's good to be dead because there's no possible way to fear your own death while being dead. And how the universe creates the jigsaw puzzle that I just fucking mentioned, I have no clue, to be honest, but that's another subject altogether. So anyways, now that we're on the subject of death, I think that the reason that death is important is because death makes life more valuable. Sort of like the same way cars make tires more valuable. What the hell am I thinking? Well, anyways, that analogy did not help at all. You guys get the point, though. If we weren't somehow able to forget death, then our lives will probably be less... I don't even know. Our lives will probably be one constant... It's like being in Call of Duty and you're like 1 kill away from a swarm and you're like panicking and your hands are sweating and you're like, oh my god, so much pressure, the pressure is on me. And your palms are probably sweatier than a shortstop in Major League Baseball because, you know, he has the gloves and stuff, so, you know, that makes your hands really sweaty. Just in case you didn't get that joke or whatever. So, you know, it would be like a constant panic. It would be an all the time constant panic. But thankfully, human beings have, you know, something in our brain. I don't know what it is, to be honest, but something in our brain helps us forget that this is gonna happen. And I'm sorry for making you guys remember that it's gonna happen, but you know, whatever. This is like one of those philosophical commentaries. So anyways, human society, as humans, we have created something that is great for dealing with death. And what is that thing that is great for dealing with death? Well, That thing is called religion. And man, let me tell you, almost every religion known to man has some sort of life after death. Now, personally, I can't tell you what is real and what is not real, and whether God exists or multiple God exists, but religion and faith help people, I guess, overcome the fear of death, because it promises you an afterlife. You know, it gives you something to look forward to after you die. And if you believe strong enough in that point of view, if you believe strong in that, then it helps you a little bit to cope with, not a little bit, it actually helps you a lot, to be honest, cope with death. It's hard to cope with death, you know, that we're probably the only animal on the whole planet that knows we're gonna die. I don't know if dolphins, which are pretty smart, actually realize that they're gonna die, but from what we know so far in science, we are the only animal that knows that we're gonna fucking die. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. We're the only animal that knows that we're gonna die. And with this knowledge is just a terrible thing that happens to us, you know. I think that's one of the reasons that we have all these diseases, a part that our brain is like so much more complex than anything that ever existed on this earth, or you know, I think is even more complex than the weather. The weather is pretty complex, you know. They say that the flap of a butterfly can affect the whole world, or create a hurricane like a couple years later. I don't know, but it's really complex, the brain, right? Death is probably a big aspect of all these mental diseases, you know, schizophrenia and anxiety and panic attacks and depression. A lot of people get depressed because they know they're gonna die, even though it's like a subconscious thing. And in our society today, especially with our busy schedules, you know, we've managed to push, because before, back in the days, human beings were they couldn't think about these things. We were too concentrated on where was our next meal gonna be, you know. And nowadays we don't worry about that much. You know, we still work and we still try to get things, but it's not that desperation that we used to have back in the days. You know, we were outside and yeah, we feared dying because, you know, a saber-toothed tiger could come out of nowhere and freaking bite you in the neck and drain your blood like a chupacabra. But you know, that's what it is. I think it's cool sometimes to lay back and think about all the things that are possible. And this time I thought about death, you know, and I actually think about it, like I said in the beginning of the video. I'm that crazy guy who wakes up every morning, looks in the mirror and thinks, am I gonna die today? So, but anyways, I just want to give you guys a little bit to think about. And until next time, guys, peace out, players. Oh my god.